June 6, 1944, the day that changed the world. Before the sun rose, more than 150,000 Allied soldiers were already heading toward the beaches of Normandy, France. They didn't know if they'd live to see the end of the day. What they did know was that the fate of World War II depended on them. This is the story of D-Day, not just the famous battles, but the hidden moments of courage, fear, and sacrifice you may never have heard before. By 1944, Hitler controlled most of Europe. The Allies had one chance: invade France, push back the Nazis, and open a new front. But the gamble was enormous. The invasion required 7,000 ships, 11,000 aircraft, and the largest amphibious assault in history. Even weather played a role. Storms in the English Channel nearly delayed the invasion. But General Dwight D. Eisenhower gave the order, "Okay, let's go." At midnight, thousands of paratroopers dropped into France. Many landed in the wrong fields, fighting in the dark, scattered, lost. Some hung from trees. Others fought isolated battles until dawn. At 6:30 a.m., the first wave hit the beaches, and immediately, Omaha Beach became a slaughter. Machine guns cut men down before they even touched land. Bodies piled up. The sea ran red. Yet, soldiers crawled forward, inch by inch. On Utah Beach, tides pushed troops a mile off course, but it actually saved lives by avoiding heavy defenses. Sword, Juno, and Gold beaches. Canadians, British, and Free French forces stormed ashore, facing fierce resistance but pushing inland. Every inch of sand cost blood, and behind the headlines, ordinary people became heroes. A 21-year-old medic named Robert Wright turned a tiny chapel into a field hospital, saving both Allied and German wounded. French civilians guided soldiers through hedgerows, risking their lives to help. Even homing pigeons carried vital messages when radios failed. And let's not forget the deception plan. Fake armies, inflatable tanks, and fake radio chatter convinced Hitler the invasion would come at Calais, not Normandy. That trick saved thousands of lives. But the casualties were staggering. By nightfall, 10,000 Allied soldiers were dead, wounded, or missing. But the beaches were secured. A fragile foothold on Europe was established. Within a month, 1 million troops had landed. The road to Paris, and eventually Berlin, had begun. D-Day was not just a military victory. It was a symbol. It showed the world that tyranny could be pushed back, that freedom was worth the cost. From the beaches of Normandy to the streets of Berlin, the fight continued. Victory in Europe wouldn't come for another year, but D-Day was the turning point. The legacy of D-Day lives on in the hearts of those who served and the generations that followed. Today, the beaches of Normandy are quiet. Tourists walk where soldiers once ran through gunfire. Graves stretch across fields, each stone a reminder of the price of freedom. But sometimes on windy days, you can almost hear the echoes of those brave souls who fought for our world. They remind us that sometimes the greatest victories come at the cost of great sacrifice. That courage isn't the absence of fear, but the will to act despite it. As we remember the fallen this day, let their sacrifice inspire us to stand up for what we believe in, to face our fears, and to keep moving forward. So now it's time for you to continue the story. What do you think was the most amazing part of the D-Day story? And how do you think we should remember it today? Share your thoughts with us. We can't wait to hear from you. And thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this episode, show us you care. Hit the like button, share with a friend, and leave us a comment. Subscribe for more epic stories every week. Together, let's keep learning, growing, and exploring the world around us. Because every story matters, and every voice deserves to be heard. Thanks for being part of our community. Now go forth and make today a great day. Join the discussion. What would you have done if you were an Allied soldier about to storm the beaches of Normandy? Share your thoughts below. Plus, stay tuned for more historical tales, including the untold stories of ancient Rome and the mysteries of the Egyptian pyramids. Click here to watch this gripping World War II special, where ordinary people take extraordinary actions in the face of danger. Don't miss out.